Hey Stacy, it's Wayne. All right, so here's what we did the other day. Um, in your regular swing, what I saw was just weren't quite getting the coil built up in your trunk because your shoulder turn was kind of short. So with this area in here not really making it very far over, as you can see, as you get to left arm parallel, your right arm, you can't see it anymore. And then you can just sort of see it, the upper back. You make up for that by pulling the right shoulder backwards a little bit. So my thought was, if we get a little bit more stretch or extension after the takeaway from here to here, then maybe the stretch on the left shoulder would keep the right shoulder from pulling backwards so much. So let's take a look at the last swing. So we compare. So you can see that's a little more extended already right here. Now this is where we want to feel the reach and the coiling, the feeling of stretching in here. So, and the other thing that does is it provides more force into the ground, which keeps you from lifting, especially right away. So when you get to the same position, take a look right here where you can actually see the top of your right forearm a little bit, so you know that's different. And then as you take it toward the top, look at the surface area of your shoulder in the back of your shoulder blade right here. So you can see this one never really gets behind, and this one's stretched out a lot more. Swing gets a little bit longer. The right arm gets up a little bit more, it's a little higher. So that delays the left arm a little bit longer. So you get a little more pulling action going on in here. Very important to wind those trunk muscles up without having too much pelvic rotation in the backswing. We got to get that thing out there. So that looked a lot better. And generally speaking, you're doing a better job of, since we've been working on this for a while, of not losing ground pressure in transition. So you can see by how much that, when you stretched, how much that lowered you. Probably won't be quite as much. Yeah. So a big difference there, you can see. So you pretty much, all the downwardness here is right to the takeaway point where the shaft's parallel to the ground. And if we go back and look at this, pretty much the same there, but watch now. So there's where that stretch really pays off. You can see it. Got you down here. So in the first swing, your head is all the way up to where it started right as you transition, and then it gets to about where it got in the takeaway. Now look where your head is now. So it stayed way more down. So that's going to get you a little more into the ground, and that's a good thing. So now if we go to the down the line view, the thing that you're going to see, which is very interesting, is what that does to your right forearm. Now remember, in the face-on view, your right forearm was hiding behind the left, and when you stretch this thing out a little bit, you could see the right forearm above it. So we can also see that the shaft is a little bit more vertical. And now watch what the forearm looks like. So over here, if we go from the end of the grip to the point of the elbow, that's a big difference. I think that's going to help your right arm get in front of you better. So we'd still like to work on getting that right leg to fire inward so that the insides of your legs here would come together and the right heel would be a little bit lower at impact. But I like that. That was better. All right.